In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I'm the gatekeeper of this particular program, known here on YouTube, Daily Motion, Vimeo, MySpace, and of course, please friend me as Sheshor Tenobeta on Facebook. I am known here on the internet as the mighty Angel Snub number 7, your brother and hopefully your friend Taalik Ibn'rad. I would first like to send a few shout outs, and please excuse me if I sound sort of congested. I've just gotten over a slight cold, but I had the time and I needed to make this video, you know, while everything was fresh in my head. But I did want to send a few shouts out, and the first shout out begins with my brother, student AdMinister of Action, Andre Edmond 69, Sister Brenda Kearney, my sister Fanadia, brother Harvey Superboy, you know him as T-Mont, or brother Derek Grayson. Yeah, we still cool, so I know some of y'all don't like it, but you know, brothers have their ups and downs, so you have a problem with it, that's your business. But shout out to brother T-Mont, brother Derek Grayson and family, brother Universal Moore, brother Michael 13X, Assalamu Alaikum, and of course, brother David Brayboy. And did I mention my little brother, the Wacky World of O? What's up, brother? Haven't heard from you in a little while. With that said, I would like to say also, Happy Mother's Day. I am not into celebrating these pagan holidays that are designed to make money, not necessarily honor the mother. But since the oppressor gives us this particular day for remembering mother, then we will take advantage of that. But I'm not here to promote that you go out and buy flowers and cards and all these different things for Mother's Day to make some sucker rich. But we want to just honor mother, and to honor mother is every day. I remember my mother, and I honor my mother, and I respect my mother every day that I live, and we all should do that. I would buy my mother flowers, I would buy my mother candy, I would give my mother compliment any day of the year. I don't need a special day, so some suckers can guarantee they'll make a certain amount of money just because I have love for my mother. We should not fall into this trap, and really we should, I don't know, I guess it's good to have a particular day set aside, but we do know that in this society it is all commercial. It's about making money, not really respecting mother. Because how can you respect mother when mother is still treated unequal? Women are still not paid like men are paid. Women in religion still came from a rib. They still are a helper of the male. They still walk behind the male. They are in a subservient position. So here we are with all this honor and respect, but yet and still we place mother behind us. We don't revere mother, and we don't place mama. We don't place the womb in its proper place, in its proper position. And a womb not in its proper place or position will bring a miscarriage, deformity to any type of life that forms within it. So you living in a society that is not a healthy society. It is a sick society. It is a deformed society, because number one, even though we claim we are honoring mother, even though we claim we are giving mother compliments, at the same time, she is not placed in her proper position, nor is the woman in her natural state. That is why so many so-called males have grown a hatred to the female, anger towards the woman. Oh, wow. We're going to talk about it as we travel through this video lecture. We all come from a female. I would like for those who are listening to this video, I would like for you who did not come from a mother, even if you, what was that, what's that thing that they put the embryo in a jar or whatever and grow, you still had to take that and put it inside a woman. Tell me, any of you who did not come from a woman, some kind of way, please raise your hand. Anybody out there? I'm putting my hand down. I didn't mean to put my hand up. We all come from a woman. Whether you are gay, whether you are straight, whether you are black, Chinese, or white, short or tall, fat, slim, rich or poor, everybody, every human being, every animal, every mammal, every living thing on this planet besides a plant, and even a plant has a mother side. So we all, in some way, in some shape, way, or form, we all come from the female. We come from mother. Mother is special. Mother is special because when we could not do nothing for ourselves, mother cleaned us. Mother wiped our nasty, snotty nose. Our mother tolerated our nasty farts, wiped our nasty booty. You know, it's amazing. I watch women and babies, and the mother, she loves the baby so much. Now we know baby doo-doo smell. Y'all know baby doo-doo smell, but mama can grab a baby and be cleaning that baby up and just be smiling. Oh, clean the baby. Oh, baby made a boo-boo. Let me clean up the doo-doo. And she act like there's nothing wrong. Me, myself, I'm holding my nose. Woo, that child. Oh, my Lord. But mama, whether it was me or you, mama, she be smiling and just be cleaning your nasty self up. And you don't believe that these women, the females, should be honored, revered, respected? The mother is our first teacher. Our mother is our first comforter. She is our first nourisher. Hopefully with the breast. Most times nowadays, she give you that old Similac bottle, piece of plastic, and they put that fake milk in it. She's your first protector. That's your mama. Now, unfortunately, during the centuries, due to corrupt men, the woman has been raped. She has been exploited. She has been abused. She has been denied human rights, turned into an unnatural creature. She is confused. A lot of women now are filled with this unexplainable hatred inside themselves due to this pursuit of justice, this pursuit of equality with men. And now that some women in this society, not around the world, but in this society, the woman has gained certain privileges. She's gained certain rights. But instead of being the woman she once was, or maybe she never knew due to centuries of corruption, now many of these women behave like corrupt males. And it has gone so far that some of these women, some of these ladies, they even look like men. It has gone so far, brothers and sisters, friends and families, associates, and I know y'all out there, even enemies, it has gone so far that women have fallen in love. They are so much like men that they want a woman to go to bed with. Woo! Man, oh man. It's gotten out of hand. It's gotten ridiculous. Men and women are out of balance. This earth has been brought out of balance because of some corrupt individuals. The roles of the male and female have become lost. It's unknown. So to make up, and we knowing that these roles have been confused, they have been lost, that there's a imbalance, religion steps in and brings to us the role of male and female. But that role coming from up out of religious teaching brings the woman an unfair and unequal type of position. And this is unfortunate, and it is unfair, because how can you place these women in these particular roles when all your prophets, from Jesus to Muhammad, Noah and Abraham, all these men who you revere and praise, they came from a woman, but the woman, the womb from which they came, is not praised, it's not respected, it is not honored, it is not revered as the woman that brought these persons and gave them to you. You praise, in Islam, you praise a rock, and you walk around a rock. In Mecca, you walk around and praise a rock, this black stone. You praise it more than a woman who brought you the prophet himself. Why is this? You wear these crosses made out of rock and stone, and you revere that more than the mother, that gave birth to Jesus. You have more respect for something that's non-living than that of flesh and blood, that which is like yourself, that brought us these great men and women. We are told we come from the womb of the universe. These males have no womb. There is not one male that I know of that has given birth, that has a womb that carried life for 9 months or even less. But the male is more revered. The male is more favored. Why is this? And so many people are even upset that there is a Mother's Day. What about Father's Day? We always talking about father, and father has his place. Father has his role in this life. But right now, like I'm telling you, the male and the female are unbalanced. We have been made unnatural. The woman is given a back seat in religion and in society, while the males are glorified. So you hear the anger, and there is a rise, even though the woman is still in a pathetic condition. She's still struggling. She's not getting the reverence she should be getting. She's not getting the praise and the honor. But even though she's still in a pitiful condition, you still have these so-called males who don't want the woman to have nothing. And they usually are angry because even though the woman is in a bad condition, they still are not attracted to these males. And you are supposed to be attracted to me because I have a penis. I have not earned your respect. I have not done anything for the woman, but you're supposed to just respect me and give yourself to me solely because I have a penis. That's what the Bible said, because they have been indoctrinated with this religious teaching of the role of male and female. So they are angry. Just because they have a penis, they believe that gives them special privileges. And even though the woman is in a bad position, almost slave-like condition, I still don't want you though. And this makes these males angry because the Bible said I'm the head of household. The Bible said that you're supposed to respect me, but I don't have to earn any respect. I don't have to do nothing. I have a penis. But there is great disappointment for the woman bashers because it just don't work that way. So these males have no idea of their role except a religious version. Also the female. We can't understand and don't want to accept that we have been made unnatural. So you have two unnatural creatures trying to have a natural relationship. What do you expect? Woo! Plus some of y'all have personality disorders. You're jealous, you're envious, you're greedy. You have all types of messed up thinking, thought processes in your head. So what do you expect? The very society that you live in is unnatural. It is not balanced. It is unjust. It is oppressive. It shows favoritism towards one and oppression towards another. What do you expect out of all of this? Those who are lucky to have binding and long-lasting relationships, you have considered yourself lucky. And some of us have long relationships because you know how to act. Basically, you just act it out and you just tolerate the other partner and you try to make it look like you got it going on or something is working when really it's not. For the sake of the kids. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't want to give respect to the woman. But every day that the male looks below his chest and views that navel, the navel reminds the male, that you came from a female. So you can't get away from her. You can hate women, dislike them, but when it's all said and done, you came from a female. There is no male that does not have a navel because he came from a woman. Now, the woman bashers, I want to talk about them just a second. The woman bashers have conjured up this new word. I don't see it in the dictionary yet, but it's a word called mangina. See, I would be called a mangina because I lift my voice up to uplift the woman, to uplift the womb, to protect the woman at all costs. And it seems as though no matter what the woman does, she can't be wrong. So that makes me a mangina. Even though you will tell her when she goes wrong, even though you will tell her when she is doing something that is detrimental, the woman bashers, the only thing they can hear, and they don't like nobody defending the woman. If you understood, then you knew, and if you was any kind of a male, you would understand that that is still part of the man's role. And if you look in nature, usually the male, he is built stronger. He is built in a manner because he is there for protection. He is there to provide security. He is there to help her raise and protect and defend that life that comes from up out of her womb. But see, most of y'all call the police. Most of y'all waiting on white men to take care of y'all kids, to take care of you, to give you a job, to educate you, so you wouldn't know nothing too much about that. You never had to do that because you are a child and a descendant of slaves. So a male who comes from up out of slaves, you really can't comprehend. You only can go on the indoctrination. Excuse me for my pronunciation of the word, but they only can go by what they've learned about male, female roles through religious teachings. But at the same time, they have chosen this word, mangina. I guess that means somebody like me, I have a penis, but really I should have a vagina. Because I'm defending womanhood. I'm defending the womb. Now, let's just look at this mangina crap that these fools have come up with. Your penis, sir. Your penis, don't you know that the penis is a primitive vagina? Do your biology, do some research. I was shocked about some of this stuff. But the penis is a primitive vagina. It is made up internally like a vagina. Y'all don't know that, do you? No, you don't. Before, during the process of your development in your mother's womb, prior to you becoming male, and I guess some of y'all know this, you were and looked like a female. So what does this tell us? Is it possible that perhaps somewhere in evolution that we are taught in religion that the man was first, but here's a sign that's telling us that the woman was first and the male came after. In fact, without the female, you cannot have a male at all. Y'all don't like hearing that, do you? Because we have been taught male supremacy. We've been taught in a patriarchal type manner. The Bible and these religious teachings are patriarchal. They give favor to men. And since God did not write these books that I know of, since it was men who wrote the Holy Quran, and since it was men that wrote the Bible, common sense and logic tells us that men will put themselves in a favored position with God. So, in order for the woman to get to God, they have to go through a man, but yet and still the man couldn't get here without the woman. Or you could not come into existence at all without coming from out of the womb of the universe. Somebody, I believe, has told us some serious lies. We've been under some serious falsehood. So we should not be shocked that there is an imbalance. Something is wrong. Did you know that newborn male babies, they say, I read that brand new male babies, you can get little milk out of their breasts. I don't know who's ever tried it, but that's what I've researched and read. And there are males, because in a man's chest, you still have some of the, what they call it, the mammary glands. You still have some of that. Some men can actually give breast milk. Not only do you see that in human beings, but it has been found in animals also, in other mammals. You don't like that, do you? Because the more we find out just how important the woman is. And for me, there is no jealousy, there is no envy, because I understand my role as a male. There is no jealousy towards women, and where life has placed women. It's just like some of us, we are jealous because somebody got this job, or somebody got this husband, and we are jealous of. If that's where you fall in life, I'm happy for everybody who is successful, everybody who's doing well, and then I would like to help those who are not doing that well. But we don't. We are jealous of those because we want to have that husband that woman have. We want to have that money that person have. And we pretend we care, but we really like to see people doing bad so we can feel good about ourselves. This is shameful behavior. And from this day on, from this Mother's Day, because your mother, if she was a good mother, she would have taught you better. And I'm pretty sure many of our mothers did, but we fall victim to our own self-demons. So these males, they make mockery of women, insult and degrade that essence which brought them into existence. These religious fanatics, because I'm guarantee you the majority of them have a religious idea of where women's supposed to be, their role supposed to be in life. And basically, it's a servant to the male. But at the same time, you say that you are a religious believer and you believe in these scriptures or these things taught in religion. For those of you who are Christian, and since the Bible and the Quran are interchangeable, the same principles apply. And all of you respect what they call the 10 Commandments. Don't the 10 Commandments tell you, honor thy mother? These women who you don't like, many of them are mothers. They are the womb. It says, honor thy mother. It did not say she had to be perfect, that she couldn't be ghetto. She had to be fat, or she had to be slim. She had to be Korean. She had to be an Arab lady, or it said honor your mother. But since you don't have respect for the womb, you don't have respect for women, period, and you really are a hypocrite. You don't care about your religious teaching. You are selfish. You care about your feelings getting hurt and what you want. So your understanding is limited because you are filled with emotion, and in the streets, they'll call you a little, I'm going to say this now, y'all get ready for it, it's going to be the B word, but they'll call you a little bitch. And in fact, you act like a woman because they say that women are emotional and women are weak-minded and blah, blah. And here are these women bashers with all their thousands of videos. Never stop. It has slowed down, but it never stops because as soon as one woman basher get tired, here come another with his feelings hurt to take his place. Pathetic, pitiful men. If you were standing up, being men like you're supposed to, and had some kind of idea of what your role in life was as a male, you wouldn't be spending all your time running around here woman bashing folks. You would honor your mother. It did not say she had to be perfect or some kind of special way, or your personal mother. Honor the womb. And what is so upsetting to the woman bashers is that these women, the female is not as weak as they think. Because although the woman is in a weakened state, she has been made unnatural. The womb has become corrupted. But even out of that corruption, even out of the corruption, the womb still produce males. And the males are called divine masculines. I didn't know what that was. Y'all are familiar with my little title. When I first came to YouTube, it was just Brother AdMinister, Taalik Ibn'rad. But when the sisters saw that I would stand for them, that I would stand for the womb, defend the woman, then they called me a divine masculine. These are males who are trying to learn what a man's supposed to do. Understand their roles. Understand the role of the female. Trying to bring balance to that which has been made unbalanced. And so when these woman bashers, when they come face to face with a divine masculine, they become like the sissies they really are. They put their tail between their legs and run away. Now, if it's just the sisters by themselves, they'll just keep attacking. But when that real man, that lion shows up, then like the little hyenas they are, the little cowards they are, the little snakes they are, trifling things, they try to fight, try to be a man. But see, how you gonna, that's the key. You trying to be a man. You don't know what it is. Because if you was any kind of real man, there is no way in the hell you would be attacking women regardless to their condition. Because as a divine masculine, you understand why they are in the condition that they are in. And if you really love black people and you talk about our condition, and yes, we are some hell raisers and we ignorant and all these different things, but you would understand why. You know the root cause. So it's up to the divine masculine to heal that woman and fight that which caused her to be in that position and place her back where she needs to be. And once you do that, she bring us back into balance. And pretty soon this earth itself will come back into balance. But right now you have anarchy, chaos, confusion. And in the Quran, it says that Allah is not the author of confusion. So if you are living in a world and you have all this Islam all over the place, you have Christianity all over the place, and Allah is not the author of confusion, where is it coming from? These woman bashers should be shaming themselves. They will attack women, but will not attack that which placed the woman and made the woman what she is today. Oh, these women have too much power. They have too much privilege. Who gave the woman the power and the privilege that they have? If you defeat, if you take out of power that which gives them that which gave them their power, then it's over for them. But see, being the little sissies they are, they'll rather attack the victim. They'll rather try to attack an easy target rather than stand up and attack that which is an enemy to the woman and an enemy to them. Bunch of losers. You'll never go wrong. So she can look sharp, stand erect, place her so we all can be placed back into our correct roles. And until that occurs, all will keep complaining until the balance of life is reinstated. Now, I'm almost done, so hang with me. We talk about mother. We talk about those who are mother bashers. But what makes her mother? Mother is the ability to give birth, the ability to carry life, the ability to feed that life and nurture that life until adulthood. That's mother. The mother has the ability to love that life. We already talked about the biological signs of how males can be females. So, but now we want to sort of be like they say in religion. We want to try to deal now with the black revolutionary mind. We want to deal with the male black revolutionary, your mindset, mentally or spiritually. How can the black revolutionary or the black liberator, how is he a female? How are you a mother? How can we correlate black revolution, black liberation with that of being mother? In the beginning of any relationship between male and female, there must be a meeting of the two. And the male runs what some call game, what some call, a rap, some type of line. You dress yourself and you carry yourself. You do that which is necessary. You put on certain cologne. You dance or you play football. You lift weights to make yourself look more attractive. Something to attract yourself to that female. The black revolutionary must be that way. The woman that you are trying to attract is your people that live in the east, that live in the west, the north, the south, all over this planet. You want to be attractive to them because you want to impregnate them because they need to give birth to freedom after living in all these hundreds of years of oppression. So you want to get your people as a revolutionary. You want to get them pregnant. They are the mother. The males and the females together, these people, they are the mother. You are the male. You're looking at your people as a female because you want to try to get something out of them. What is it that you're trying to get out of them? You want to get out of them the birth of a nation. You want to put life in them, into the womb of your people. So there's a courtship that must happen. The rap to your people. And a courtship. And you have to fall in love with them. If you really don't love black folks, you're in the wrong business. If you're not really here for black people, then you need to go do something else. Some of these so-called black revolutionaries, these people that call themselves black liberators, they are and do not represent the black community, because the black community is filled with so many diverse ideas, and everybody is have different ways of looking and viewing the world. But these black revolutionaries, they are looking to make clones of themselves. I want everybody to be black Hebrew Israelites. I want everybody to be black Muslim. I want everybody to be want to go back to Kemet or accept Kemetic teachings, or that's what they want. Their agenda is not to love black folks. You are the target audience, but they don't care about the black community, because black people, we are gay, we are straight, we're fat, we're tall, we're Christians, we're Hebrew Israelites, we're doctors, we're lawyers, we're bums, we're drunkards, we're crackheads, we're all kinds of things. And I'm not talking about trying to, now as far as drug addicts and alcoholics, it's good that you want to change them, because to get somebody off drugs and alcohol, that's a good thing. That's a benefit to them. But you have to be careful dealing with people's beliefs. They might agree with you that the black community, we must become better. We need economics. We need black unity, and so on. But you have those, they have a secret agenda. They want to make you what they are. And that is not, and never will be, the purpose of the Reality's Temple. The Reality's Temple, this internet ministry, represents the unification of us as a people. Doing that which is necessary to benefit us as a people, regardless to your religion or your sexual orientation and all these other things that people are tripping off of. Because we are all in the same situation. We want to be free, and we want to be in a better place than the place we've been for the last some 100 years. So once we fall in love, and the man, and as a black revolutionary, you use your resources, you continue to try to look attractive to your people. You got to show good character. You have to show you can be trusted. You got to show honesty. These are the traits that women love. You got to show bravery, like I've said in previous videos. You got to show that you have heart to take on the challenge that's necessary. And so once the black revolutionary, once you are able to get your people to fall in love with you, and you have a relationship, then of course you know the male and the female, then we begin to have sexual relations. And when you have sex, the reason why you keep going back for more, so I'm told, is because there is pleasure. You keep going back. See, the pleasure, nature gives us a little bit of pleasure so that we can enjoy the activity that produces life. So in sex we find pleasure, And we want to indulge over and over again. The honeybee keeps going back to the flower because the flower is offering nectar, a sweet substance, something that smells good, something that is attractive to the bee. So it keeps going back and forth to the flower, and it helps the flower pollinate the flower so it can produce seeds, so that that plant can reproduce itself. So that's how nature tricks plants and animals in order to reproduce themselves. So as a black revolutionary, as one dedicated to this struggle of black liberation, true freedom, justice, and equality, then you have to have pleasure. You have to find pleasure in suffering for your people. You have to find pleasure in sacrificing for your people. You have to find pleasure and joy if you have to go to jail. You have to find pleasure and joy if you have to die for the cause. You die with a smile on your face. Some of y'all ain't ready for that. You talk, but you're not really ready because you're not a true revolutionary. And when you are having sex, a lot of work is involved. Y'all know, I don't know because I'm going by what y'all say. But you know you got to put in a lot of work. There's a lot of sweating going on. A lot of activity, moving back and forth and hollering and screaming. That's what So as a black revolutionary, there's a lot of work. You can't be lazy. You got to work. You have to find pleasure in working. There's pleasure in having sexual intercourse, working. Some of y'all like that kind of job. So the black revolutionary has to have the same mentality. You have to like working to get this job done. Not just watch a YouTube video and then say, woo, I'm tired. No, it's much more to it than that. Now, y'all still with me? I didn't mean to get so sexually graphic. Oh, wow. So, of course, if the womb is fertile, if the male is fertile, then you will create a pregnancy in the womb. Okay? But you see, the key here is you have to be fertile. The womb has to be fertile. And right now, the womb of our people is so fertile, it's waiting for the right sperm to enter the egg. But if the male or if the black revolutionary does not contain that sperm, and he or she is not fertile, then the people cannot get pregnant. So when a woman gets pregnant, she suffers from mood swings, and she suffers her breasts filled with milk. She don't feel good. She's sometimes you get nauseous, and the woman, she has strange appetite. Pickles and ice cream, strange combinations of food. Y'all know. So when the woman gets pregnant, and you know she's pregnant, then the male does not curse her out. A good male is attentive. He shows caring and he shows love more so than at any other time in their relationship, because the womb is forming new life. Remember, the womb is your people. And you can see that she's pregnant because you got Muslims popping up over here. You got Hebrew Israelites popping up over here, and different people from Kemet, they popping up. So we're getting some of our people pregnant. That's what we need, but we need more and more. The ground is fertile. When the mother is pregnant, even though she has an embryo, she's pregnant in order to produce the best child. The mother must have proper nourishment. And see, this is what is also key when it comes to black liberation and being a true black revolutionary. You are stuck on what you think is nourishment. What you think is nourishment. What you think is good food. And so, since you believe that what you're giving is good food, then your mind is not open to other sources of nourishment that might be good for your baby. So when a woman does not receive good prenatal care, she is denied proper nourishment. You got to look at this from the view of trying to get your people pregnant and trying to get a baby, that baby called freedom, out of your people. If a woman does not receive proper prenatal care, that baby can be born deformed. The pregnancy can end up as a miscarriage. Some of y'all don't feed the baby off your breasts. You give the child artificial milk, Similac, and what's that other stuff, Pros, whatever it is. And you feed the artificial milk from a plastic cold bottle instead of off the woman's chest. Artificial food. And you wonder why the people are not responding. You wonder why you're not getting life out of your people. How come no baby is really being born out of these who are called the descendants of slaves born in America? You see, for all this time, the black community, we keep suffering miscarriages. Our babies are deformed. You have arms, but you have no legs. You can't hear. You're deaf, dumb, and blind, even though you are in this womb. Why is this happening? It is happening because the number one thing that y'all don't want to deal with, you don't want to deal with reality. And what is reality? Reality is real breast milk, not no Similac. It is the connection to the universe, the reality of your condition, the situation that you're in, a development of your connection to the universe. That's what's missing. That's why this baby called freedom cannot be born. This is not to say, many of us have been raised on artificial milk. And it seems as though some of us have turned out just fine. But look at the society, look at the world that you have been born into. Look at what it has produced. You have a generation of men who don't like the womb, who don't like women. Because they have no connection. They have not been raised on, they have not been breastfeeding. They have not, I want to say something else, but I don't want to try to get vulgar, but they They lack the mother. They don't have that connection with mother. They have no respect for the mother. The people don't have a connection to the womb, the actual creation. They do not open up the people's mind to their reality. Few more minutes, just a few more minutes, maybe 10. Let me bring this to conclusion and allow me to attempt to explain what I mean by feeding off the real breast, having your own connection to the universe. Even though you have twins, triplets, quadruplets, octodriplets, whatever you want to call them. Now, correct me if I'm in error, but from what I know, what I think, no matter how many babies are born from one mother, they all have their own umbilical cord, the cord that attaches from the child to the mother. There is not just one cord, and I don't know, and all the babies are attached to that one cord. Or maybe one baby is attached to the cord, and all the other ones suck off that baby that's actually attached to the mother. That does not happen. So we know that every child, you and I, and we have evidence, most of us do, there's a sign that we were attached to our mothers. So we was attached by our own individual umbilical cords. Now, this means we were attached to the womb of the mother. So, there must be, or that is a sign that we also have an umbilical cord to the womb of the universe, or an attachment to God Himself, as they would say in religion. So you cannot rely on so-and-so, she or he. If you rely on them, you deny yourself your own individual attachment to God or to the universe. So a true revolutionary must give the people, because all the people, these are individuals, every person must be given and shown how to retrieve or achieve or use or find their own connection to God. It is a slave teaching that will tell you that you must rely on one special person to connect you to the universe or connect you to God. What makes this person so special? What makes Jesus so special? What makes Muhammad so special? What makes leader Mudflap so special? They all came from a woman just like you. They have 2 eyes just like you. They have a mouth just like you, 10 fingers. What makes them so special? What makes them divide? That's a slave teaching to keep you from what you can get. So you have to rely on somebody else. Why should I have to depend on you picking me up when I can go to the auto dealer and buy my own car? That's what I'm saying here. Oh, he's the chosen one. Chosen to do what? Chosen to make you a different kind of slave. And because we already have a slave mentality, we've been slaves, been acting like slaves, been treated like slaves for hundreds of years. Somebody that calls themselves a freedom fighter for you, that keeps you in slavery. Now you was a slave to white folks. Now you becoming a slave to them. And if you notice, your leadership becomes rich. They don't have to worry about paying their bills. They don't have to worry about health care, because their slaves take care of them. They don't have to go and get their own. And you do it because you believe if you don't, you can't get close to God, you can't get free, because these people or this certain group or whatever is divine. You do yourself a disservice. There is no special person or group. A mother, the creator, a mother, a real mother, treats all her babies the same. But in religion, this father always picks favorites, and they're always boys. You ever notice that? How you doing, Jesus? How you doing, Muhammad? Noah, Abraham, Lot. Always the boys. You very rarely hear about the girls. Because if they tell you, or if you really understood that you came from the womb, mothers love their babies. A mother's love is so powerful. She will run in a fire and challenge a fire to try to get her babies. A mother's love is so powerful that a mother, even though the baby is born dead, she'll hold it and caress it and act like nothing's wrong, because that was part of her. But see, these people that y'all following don't feel the same, because see, you did not come out of them. As far as they're concerned, you're nothing but a slave, somebody to be used for an unknown purpose, because it dang sure ain't black liberation. It dang sure ain't for black liberation, because if that was the case with all these people, that's Muhammad. All these people with all these Egyptian names and all these Israelite names, y'all should be free by now, but you're not, because only thing you did was get rid of one type of slavery. Now you become a slave to a black slave master, and that is not, again, what this ministry represents. I don't want you to be a slave. I don't want you to think like me. I don't want you to be me. I don't want you to copy me. I want you to follow your own destiny, reach out and receive the nourishment from the creation, from the womb of the universe, from your own umbilical cord. I just want to show you that you have one. There's nothing divided. There's nothing chosen about nobody that has ever been born. We all come from the same place. Do you understand? Now I want to bring this talk to conclusion. And I'm talking to the so-called black revolutionary. I'm talking to the so-called black liberator. You're not true. You fake. Or maybe you just don't know. But now you know. So what you gonna do now that you have been awakened to reality? So now that we've gone through pregnancy, we've had sex and we've made love and all these different things, and now it's time for the birth process. Now it's time for us to, after all this we've been through, suffering through this pregnancy, going through the mood swings of pregnancy. But it's not over. Carrying life is not over. Now it's time for the birthing process. And the mother becomes uncomfortable. She begins to have labor pains. Pains of labor. Pains of labor. Labor means work. So there has to be a lot of labor. There has to be a lot of work going on in black power, black liberation, black conscience. If you're not having any labor pains, you cannot have a birth. And the birth process itself is painful. It is not joyous. But you want to know something? We've been through this journey for a little bit over an hour. I think it has been a wonderful journey. Because even though I don't believe in God, I understand that religious teaching is inside of us, so I try to make it what I need to tell us and talk to us about. I try to make it spiritual for us. We like that, being spiritual. So now, even though we've been through all that, how happy will we be once we become free? Once that womb begins to give up that child. And in the womb there must be a birth. Because the child is growing, the child is maturing. If there is no birth, if the child does not grow properly, it can be born premature. You don't want a premature birth. You want a birth in the best of conditions. Otherwise, your child could end up handicapped or suffer from autism or something. We've already had these type of births. We've already been through that. Now we want to have a birth of the perfect child, the perfect revolution or activity of liberation, so that we can have all that which we suffer for and all that our ancestors prayed for. They want us to finally be free once and for all. Truly free. Not no free because somebody wrote on a piece of paper the 13th Amendment, Emancipation Proclamation, that nonsense. A freedom that you earned, a freedom that you impregnated and you gave birth. How happy we would be for real. And then if we really understand mother and the process of what brings life into existence, how can you not honor the mother? How can you not honor the womb and disrespect any woman, no matter what condition you find her in? A revolutionary, a true revolutionary who places the woman any other place other than beside him. You do not view the woman as only your helper. The woman is not only some piece of a rib. If you view the woman as something other than your equal, then you doom your efforts. All this you've been through, you doom your efforts, because that's what has caused the extinction of that which you rebelled against. Because they hated the woman. They hated the womb. And in essence, in religious terms, they hated God himself or herself, or that creation that which brought us into existence. They are anti-earth. That's why they destroy the earth. That's why they rape the earth. That's why they want to go out into the universe to continue to steal, look for gold, look for silver. They are not interested in learning that which could make itself manifest, that could make you a better life form, or help you to survive into the ages and bring to us this life form called human being, what the scriptures call eternal life. So on this day, let us give respect and honor to the womb. Let us give respect and honor to our mothers. Because if nobody else love you, your mama do. Thank you for listening. This is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. And this was, and is, the Reality's Temple on Earth. Make sure that you jot down your comments. Let's think about it. And join me on Facebook. Peace forever and always respect you.